It's been a slow-moving spring so far, but that doesn't mean we can't get moving when it comes to our gardens. At least think about flowers and plants. A lot of nurseries and garden centers have open houses this weekend, and with us now is Arlena Schott from Garden Wise with Arlena to tell us about some of the plants we'll see out there this season. Yay. Thanks for being with us again.
Thank you for having me.
Wow, this is, I was out last weekend, I had a peek in, even just to smell the dirt, I think,
yes, I think so too.
is fun this time of year, to kind of get in the mood of things. And there's a lot out there, and every year it's fun to see what's new.
Exactly, it is fun. And we were just speaking about sometimes when things are released, even if they're released in 2013, the growers need to grow them to get them to the retail outlets. So sometimes you won't see those. But I wanted to share with you some of the things that were released in 13, so we call them our 2014 new.
Okay.
Or some things are 2014 new, so we'll have to watch at our independent garden centers and see when they're released.
Okay, and we have some pictures we want to show you. We're going to show some perennials first, because, and again, those are the ones that come back year after year, hopefully.
Yes.
But these are cone flowers, really.
Yes, Achensia or cone flowers that you and I call them. This is cantaloupe, supreme cantaloupe. It is by Terra Nova, and it is absolutely beautiful. So if you have cone flowers in your garden, this is a wonderful one to add for color.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And then we have another one. This is
Dixie Belle.
Yeah, Dixie Belle.
Yes, another cone flower. We're used to the purple and the pink, and now, of course, with all the new breeders have bred some wonderful new colors for us, and hardy to our zone here, 4-5.
Okay, and then the next one, the next couple, these are really nice for gardens. They add color, they're real leafy. We sometimes call them coral bells.
Yes, coral bells. Coral bells are amazing colors. They are bred for the leaf color rather than for their blossom, and they're very, very hardy for our zone here, 4-5. Full sun to part shade, but mine do wonderful in full sun. Here's another heuchera. It is zipper.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? And I'm sure that Terra Nova thought about it, the name, because of the zipper-like jaggedness of the leaf. And again, bred for the colors of the leaves.
And then this one, I've got this all over the place. The sedum Stonecrop Black Beauty, and a lot of people have the sedum, the autumn joy. Yeah.
Yes, and this one is bred for the color of the leaf, again from Terra Nova, and it is amazing. Bred for zone 4-5. Does beautiful here. And then the fall color is the red flower. You'll see the foliage color first, which is the dark purple color, black looking, and then you'll see the fall blossom, again, perfect for our zone here.
Right, yeah, you don't see that until the fall. And then Veronica, which is a great thing for a garden.
Yes.
This grows really nice here.
Very nice here. Veronica you'll normally see in purple. This is, again, a wonderful new introduction, and it is Veronica, and it's pink, and it grows low to the ground, maybe 3 to 5 inches here in zone 4-5, comes back perfectly every year and gives you lots of summer color.
All right, and then annuals that we have, again, these are just all over the place. They will be coming up. But this one's great. Amaranthus perfecta.
Isn't that absolutely beautiful? I love you. Greenbrier Nursery has come up with this Amarantha, and it's beautiful for containers. Love it.
All right, Double Trouble Petunia. I love these double petunias.
This is a brand new, and it is absolutely amazing from Horticulture, and I'm just waiting to see it in the grower at the independent garden centers.
Yeah, great. And then the Grape Petunia, Glamoflage.
Oh, I love it. It's one of our 5 favorites.
Yes.
The foliage is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Again, perfect. Camouflage. Again, from Horticulture, it's absolutely
the
gorgeous.
Grape. I've seen this one out, so I know that one's around. There's a lavender, and this is an annual?
This is, okay, it is being bred by Peachtree Farms, and they tell me that they are trialing them in zone 4.
Okay.
Now, so I put it in the annual only for not to mislead us zone 4-5 here.
Sure.
So keep tuned, but it is supposed to be very hardy. May die to the ground and then have to come back, start re-hardy, for the next year. But it is supposed to be an annual, but we're gonna watch for it.
All right, and this is a begonia, which again this is a shadier plant, right?
This is absolutely wonderful for containers. It is the begonia, Unstoppable Fire Begonia by Peachtree, and it is a new introduction, brand new introduction. So we're really excited to see it for those of you begonia lovers.
All right, and then we got a few petunias here.
Yes.
I just want to go through them real quickly. This one is the Cha-Ching.
Cha-Ching! This is Cha-Ching, yes.
And then the orange Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells from Hooker. Oh yeah, Horticulture does an amazing job with the colors that really brighten up our summer.
Yes. This red one is just
This is
gorgeous.
the pomegranate. This is Super Bell's pomegranate.
Okay, so the smaller.
Small.
All right, well, when we come back, we're going to do some spring decorating as well, and we'll be back after this. Stay with us. We're back with Arlena Schott from Garden Wise with Arlena. We're talking about some springy things like plants, and now she's going to show us how to decorate for the season. And of course, she's bringing windows and doors and
we have to do
everything
that,
else.
First of all, we're going to start with this, just to show you what before and after.
Okay.
So simply, we took an old window.
All right.
Like we play with our doors, we did a window this time, and ta-da! There it is.
There it is.
Okay. All I did was simply wash it with some turquoise paint. You can use any color you want.
Okay.
Then I took, to my husband's dismay, the sandpaper and just sanded it so it gives the wood through and the white through, and then it just kind of looks like a whitewash look kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of fun. Changes it up a little bit. You can use any color you want.
Sure.
It's very simple.
Any kind of paint.
Don't get really technical with it because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And then we made a wonderful little wire basket. Chickens are all the things, of course. And we made a wire basket, and we're going to simply place a liner with soil in here, and you can use whichever size you want. This is the one I had lying around, so that's what we're going to use. And then we're going to simply put some plants in.
Oh my goodness.
And these are easy to do for spring because they will last, they will handle the cold.
Yes.
Because we are still going to have lots of cold, correct?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
We just have to admit that. But this is kale, and,
Yes.
and the cabbage, the ornamental cabbage, the kale. They are awesome. They really are, because,
beautiful.
like you said, they'll take the cold and they'll last way into the
fall weather, the colder weather, even into the fall. But what's wonderful is here is we're doing edible as well as decorating, so we can do both. Correct?
Right. Oh yeah, this is an ornamental.
Yes.
Right? So you can.
This is standard size,
kale.
standard kale, and you can find it at independent. All your independent garden centers have really got on the board of edibles in your landscape, and so we're just going to. Actually, we can just place these in just for time's sake because we're going to plant them in there, and making sure that your soil is wet prior to planting so that your plants do well, and you can just ease them in, and you know violas and pansies are what makes spring happy.
Yes.
I'm always excited to get some violas and pansies on my porch because then it just tells you that spring is here.
Yes, and you can actually now
Yes.
they're selling them all over the place.
You're just getting them in at your independents, and oh my gosh, they're hardy because let me tell you what, I've had some that've gotten snowed on, and they're still okay.
The only thing is in the summer months,
Yes.
I don't like it when it's too hot.
No, so put them in containers so that you can move them into the shade.
Yeah, you can pop them out or whatever, and that would be.
Or pop them out, move them in the shade, or add something different. Now this, obviously, is going to need to be planted or hung outside.
Sure.
Because it's going to water and run, and you're going to understand what it's doing. But if we wanted to do something like this inside, you could put some indoor plants in it. But a more container that doesn't leak. You can just do a solid container. And then why not put some eggs in here?
Well, why not?
Oh, why not? Because that's what we do here. We could put eggs all down through here before we get it planted and blow them out, obviously. These aren't
very
plants, so
springy.
and it'd be very, very springy.
All right, well, look at that. Just in 10 minutes.
We have to put this on. This is our banner.
Oh, a decoration.
Here, we have our banner. Put our banner on.
I see.
Yes, our spring banner. Oh, we even put ready for little hooks, and we're ready.
Very nice.
Oh.
And when we come back, Arlena's going to actually cook for us, so we've got some spring soup that we're going to make. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We've got Arlena Schott with us today from Garden Wise with Arlena. She's been showing us some ways to celebrate spring, and of course that has to include food.
Of course.
And one of the produce that says spring, I think the most, is asparagus.
Asparagus, amazing. And like you and I were talking earlier, I can't barely see in my patch it coming up because we still have snow somewhere.
Yeah,
S-word is still out there on the north side, so it's just slowly coming up. The soil has to warm, underneath up to 60 degrees before she's going to start to come up for us.
But it's coming, and it'll be there, and it'll be very it'll be less expensive in the stores, so it's a good time to go get it.
It is. But what we're going to do is make an asparagus soup, and this was shared to me by a friend on Facebook. seasonal wisdom. And so I thought we'd make it. Teresa has made it, and I made it last night because we had to try it.
Oh yeah, of course.
That wasn't going to share anything not good. Okay, first things first. We need a pound or so of asparagus. Now you can double the recipe if you'd like, and that's what I did for my husband and I, and to share with you today.
And so
then we're going to take off the ends, and we're going to chop it into just inch pieces is all.
Okay.
Very simple. Okay? And we're going to have about a cup and a half, a cup and 3/4 of chopped onion. Very simple. Doesn't have to be difficult. Because this is not rocket science. It's just cooking.
It's just
baking is rocket science, but cooking is simple. Right?
Yeah, okay. That's not right.
No, we have our chopped onions, we have our chopped asparagus, and we're going to throw those in the pot, and we're going to cook them. Correct?
Okay.
Now in they go.
All right.
Now.
We pretended.
We pretended because we knew we weren't going to have time. Remember the day when I tried to do it all and we were rushing around like bananas? Okay, ta-da! We are going to add to our chopped onions and asparagus. We've already cooked. Well, actually, we're going to do it before. We're going to do our onions, our asparagus, and we're going to do half of our broth.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because it takes about, a cup and a half. I used about 2 cups of vegetable broth.
Vegetable broth? Okay.
Yes. And we're going to cook that until soft.
Okay.
Very soft. Okay? Then we're going to set that aside, and while we wait for that to steep and cook and boil and bubble, we're going to make a small roux. Now, a roux, of course, is a little bit of butter, plonk in, a little bit of flour,
okay,
and we do not want to burn our butter. We just want to make a small roux, which is a thickener, correct? Now, our roux is made, correct? And our bubble yubble trouble is all ready. Now, we can either get really messy or you can make the works.
Okay, we can.
We're going to blend it all up while our roux is thickening, but we're not going to burn our roux, okay? Then we're going to add it to our roux, or vice versa. Okay? In goes our roux, and we're stirring. This is where we're going to start to see thickening. Because we're all blended up, correct?
Right.
Okay, we're all blended. Now we're going to add about a half a cup to a cup of yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yes.
Okay.
Into there.
Into this?
Yes.
Yogurt.
You can add, just start heaping it up there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, yogurt.
Yes. And we'll have this recipe on...
Yes, it is on our website right now.
So if we're not totally perfect with this, don't call. We're good. Okay. So now we have our yogurt in. We're going to add the rest of the broth. Okay?
Okay.
And then we're going to add about a cup and a half. Don't get me wrong here, but we're going to add some almond milk.
Oh, almond milk.
Almond milk.
All right.
Yum.
So we pour that in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We have our almond milk, and we're cooking, and we're cooking.
Okay.
Now we need about a good heaping tablespoon of thyme leaves.
Okay.
And then we're going to put that, and we're going to cook it down, and voila, it's going to absolutely be amazing.
All right.
We need a little lemon juice in that.
And look at that. That's what it's all blended up.
It's all blended.
You add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and voila.
And we're going to top it with Parmesan cheese.
Smells awesome.
Isn't it amazing?
All right. Well, Arlena, thank you so much for bringing all of this in and showing us how to decorate and how to make asparagus soup and all the hot perennials and annuals. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. And coming up, we'll get a final check of our Sky 113 forecast. We'll be right back.